Here we go. This one is returnable from the goal line. Jason Marshall bringing it out for the Gators. And only got to the ball starts with a guy Gary just talked about, Anthony Richardson. So far, one great game against Utah, two not so good in the last 2 weeks. The rest of the offense joins him. And Montrell Johnson will be a big part of the ground game today, coming off a 100-yard effort a week ago in their win over South Florida. First snap from the 16.
I know what I'd do. I'd run him as soon as I could, get Anthony Richardson into the flow of the game with a run.
And a quick slant and a first down. I'll give you some confidence, too.
The RPO started out. He made the read exactly like it should. The offense said, we're going to let you make a decision, and he made the right decision and executed it.
Ripped it to Shorter across the middle out to the 30. First down there. Now it's Naquan Wright, and he's dropped for a loss. The defense for Tennessee only giving up 83 yards a game on the ground. Trayvon Flowers, one of the great safeties in college football, had a career-high 15 tackles last year in this game. They prefer he didn't have to make that many today. Second down and 12. And the RPO, Richardson has time and now running out of it, and he's going to throw it to the sideline.
He had time, but that Tennessee secondary reacted and closed all the avenues to throw. A little quick tempo by Florida, play action pass, but look at nobody, no space. So we can say what we want about the quarterback, and he has missed some easy throws.
Right.
I'll get that. But on that one, his receivers gave him nothing.
And he was getting some heat from Omari Thomas on the defensive front for Tennessee. Florida didn't want to find themselves in a third and long right off the bat, but they do. Richardson. This time he will run. And he's going to be short of the first down by about a yard. Got it to the 39, needed to get to the 40.
So the early tackle for the loss, and that's one of the key stats that this Tennessee defense does well. Put the Gators into the long yardage situation. The scramble didn't make it. Do they go for this?
They do. And I don't know. It's really close.
Whoa.
Just needed to get it to the 40, and I think he got it, but it's not by much.
Stuffed up pretty good, but just a fall forward. Was it enough or not?
They already moved the chains.
Yeah. Well, the replay officials, will they look at this? Because he doesn't go much past that line, but he looked like he did get past the 40-yard line.
So first down and a big-time fourth down gamble. They're 4 out of 6 now in the season on fourth down conversions.
Now they're going to look at it, aren't they?
It's going to be interesting because the chains have already been moved.
Well, they can move them back.
They go both ways.
Yeah, they do.
There is no replay on the field. First down.
All right, they looked at it.
And the truck is telling us that was an accidental buzz down, that they had already determined it was a first down. And so first and 10 for the Gators just across the 40-yard line. Montrell Johnson in there flanking Richardson. He'll get the call, and Montrell goes for about 3 before Garland made the stop on the defensive front.
So we had the long scramble on third down, third and long, and then the sneak was stuffed to begin with, and then one push from behind by Wright is what did it, right?
Naquan should have got part of that.
Exactly.
Second down and 7 from the 43. This time Richardson pulls it out, keeps it himself. Going to be close to another first down. In fact, on the tackle by Tank McCullough, I think Richardson might have still been on his back and rolled forward.
Yeah, that's what he said. He looked around and goes, nobody got me down. This is a zone read keeper following the block that time by Zanders. Does he go down? Oh, yeah, I think his left knee was down. Good call.
So they've moved it about the length of the football into the Tennessee end of the field. Richardson throwing on the run, got it out in the flat, complete. Henderson, Xavier Henderson, and he's all the way down to the 30-yard line. So Florida's got something going here on their opening drive.
So Billy Napier took the gamble and went for it on 4th down. And it's produced the drive they want. As Ness told you early, they'd love one of those 6-7 minute drives. And now they're on 8 plays in this drive.
22-yard pickup to the 28-yard line. First-year head coach Billy Napier.
And they love the balance, too. 4 first downs, 2 running, and 2 passing.
Quick sidearm throw. It's dangerous out there.
That surprised Xavier Henderson that time. That's one of those decisions. The quarterback, it's a run play called in the huddle, but if he sees the numbers, he can throw it to the outside. Xavier Henderson said, I might have counted wrong. Sorry, Keith.
Did have one blocker out there, Dante Zanders, but incomplete. 2nd down and 10. It's been a long time since they've had a touchdown pass. 301 days. And only about a yard gain on that one.
Yeah, see, that's what the Tennessee defense is going to, early in this game, send the message. The running backs for Florida have been their weapon in the run game. They're going to say, we're going to challenge you to throw the ball and run your quarterback. We do not want those running backs to be hurting us early in this game.
They picked up a 3rd and 12 earlier in this drive. They got 3rd down and 9 here.
Let's see if they spy anyone to help on the quarterback scramble. It helped them last time. On 3rd down, they didn't have anybody looking for the quarterback.
4 receiver group, 2 to each side for Richardson in the pistol. They will keep it on the ground on 3rd and long. And they're not going to get it, but they're about a yard and a half shy.
Another decision here.
Maybe.
4th and a yard. Do they take points, or do they say we're going to try to pick it up on 4th down?
I think Coach Napier said, let's go. We did it once. Let's do it again. I mentioned on the season they've tried it 6 times. They've been successful 4 times, including earlier in this drive. But this one's a little bit longer. Almost 2 to go on 4th down. Now you're going to hear the crowd.
He's practically giving up 3 points to eat the clock for 7 points. Let's see if it works out.
Tight ends on both sides. Richardson's all by himself in the backfield. He'll keep it. Trying to break tackles. He's going to get it. Lost a yard. Tennessee will take over on downs.
Ness, you said I was here for a lot of them. My very first game, Florida, Tennessee, was Tim Tebow's first game. And 4th and short, he made them all that night. Well, he's got number 15, but he's not making it that day like Tebow did.
Here's another look from ground level. Tennessee's defense finally stiffens at the last moment on 4th down, and their offense will take over when we come back. Hendon Hooker, his 2nd year in the program, and having a marvelous season so far with his group of receivers like Jalen Hyatt, who's going to have to carry a big load. 166 yards and 2 touchdowns, both career highs last week. And if you didn't see the opening of the game, Cedric Tillman, his other favorite target, if you will, out with an injury today. So that guy and the rest of the wideouts will have to fill his void. At the 21, first snap for the Volunteers. Quick throw, and it's complete to the aforementioned Jalen Hyatt. Defensively for Florida, this guy's going to have to put some pressure on Hendon Hooker today. He's done a fine job of that so far through the 3 games this year. Really came on last season, ended the year with 8.5 sacks. Brenton Cox, 4-yard pickup on the first snap, and whistles blow before 2nd down.
I think that the Tennessee receivers moved early that time. It's going to be 2nd around 10, 11.
False start. Offense, number 88. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Fant, the tight end, the guy that moved.
think it was
right in the slot.
Right there, yes. He did. Never got set, did he?
Nope.
That's part of the quarterback's job to make sure after a shift, everybody is set.
Hooker gonna run with it. Little high step move. About 18-yard pickup. Nice run.
Well, in the one win here, it was the Josh Dobbs game when he actually did this. He beat the pass rush, rushed for about 80 yards in that game. When you're going to have a spread offense, you need that quarterback to be a runner.
And the RPO downfield, incomplete again to Jalen Hyatt. All the way near the 41-yard line.
Yeah, I say you need him to be a runner, but first of all, you got to get him to be a passer. On this time, can't get any more open than that, and he put it right above the face mask, just like you're supposed to do it.
So Hyatt picking up where he left off last week. Gets it to the 41. Straight drop this time, late pressure, high throw. Could have been caught by Hyatt. And Hooker, they finally got some heat on him right as he let go of the ball.
I don't know if it was late pressure. It was coming, and he had to get rid of that ball. A little bit of a delayed blitz, but he was coming hard. Ventrell Miller coming inside. Good that he's playing kind of a quarterback of the defense. He's been nicked all year. Moving Brenton Cox around, by the way. He's now on the left side over here of the offense.
And we got motion again. And flag down. You saw that graphic. They haven't scored on an opening drive against Florida since 2009.
Full start. Offense. Number 76. Second down.
Spraggan's the right guard. The guy that moved.
He's tilted out a bit, looking to his right.
I don't know if it was him or
No,
not.
I actually think it was Mincy, number 54.
I do too. At any rate, they walk it back to the 46. Florida almost jumped there.
Now Tennessee could have reacted and caused the 5 yards. They did not, so allowed them to get back on defense.
Their only reaction was to look to the sideline for the play, and now here goes the quarterback, Hendon Hooker again. Got it down to the 33-yard line.
See, Josh Heupel loves all of that play. Your quarterback being an athlete, not there, run. He likes it. He likes it. He doesn't like it right at the end when he doesn't slide.
He's going to like that one, too. First down. Ooh, big hit, though. Went down hard, but he's okay. Pops right up at the 25 as they go with their tempo.
Yes, and that is a staple of this offense. They're one of the fastest teams in college football running plays.
Hooker throws the out, the 20, and the ball is out as well, and Florida's got it. Complete to the tight end, and then he coughed it up.
I think it was Fant again, number 88, a delay to the outside. They call it a smash route, and it was punched loose by Miller, number 51, coming across. And that's a new thing. You see it in the NFL. You see his left hand. He actually made a fist and punched that ball out, and he landed right on the nose.
Trevor Etienne is in the backfield with Richardson. Richardson sidearms it out, completes. It'll be a first down and then some. Xavier Henderson out to the 30. Let's take you back to the turnover and watch the left hook from Ventrell Miller here. Boom!
Right on the button, huh?
Great shot.
It really is.
And the recovery, Trevez Johnson.
And on this one, it was a great shot by the quarterback, Richardson, running out. He was under duress. Threw that one with a rusher right in his face and made the play.
So first down at the 30. Etienne only got about a yard. Get nonstop sports news, expert picks, and the biggest highlights on CBS Sports HQ, the free 24/7 sports news network. Download the CBS Sports app to watch today. If you don't get totally sick of me in the next 3.5 hours, you can watch me on HQ when the game is over.
Your turn. It's always fun recapping the game. That guy's happy. Florida was on their heels on that drive. That Tennessee drive was very effective. You can see why Napier wanted to keep the ball away from these guys.
Yep. Richardson has time. Deep out. What a catch by Ricky Pearsall. Boy, that had to be right there or would have been intercepted.
But what a route he did. Watch him sell it going inside on this one. Comes in, really runs it hard, flashes in, and then the ball's laid up. There was a lot of people saying that Anthony needed to put more touch on the ball. He did on that one.
And now it's Etienne who goes for 9 more. And Florida, for the second time, rumbles their way into Volunteer territory.
Isn't it funny how everything works better when the quarterback is throwing the ball accurately?
Yes.
The whole offense looks smoother.
Short yardage. Richardson keeps and slides and has a first down. Coming into this game, when you looked at the numbers, you like the 5.6 yards per rush, but you don't like the 5.5 yards per throw. And still looking for a touchdown pass.
Well, I don't really blame Coach Napier for not running Richardson a lot. He was nicked, as Jenny told you in the open, and the backup quarterback position is very inexperienced.
Right.
So he tried to get by Kentucky, South Florida. He didn't. Big mistakes cost him, but he's running them here.
Richardson, little bit of pressure, rolls away from it, throws on the run, and he had a man open, but it's incomplete. Whittemore was open in the corner of the end zone.
I think he might have been over the line on that play. Ball was right on the 35-yard line. I think his foot might have been behind it. This will be reviewable whether it's got to be your whole body and foot past the line of scrimmage.
Illegal forward pass, offense number 15. Throwing the ball beyond the line of scrimmage.
This is going to be pretty easy for the replay official. Ball's on the 35. Was his right foot behind the line of scrimmage?
I think that's okay.
I think it's going to be okay. I really do. I think they're going to reverse that. That is reviewable.
Mickey Haddock is the replay official.
After review, there is no foul for illegal forward pass. It is an incomplete pass. It will be second down and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Got to get it to third and short. Do they run the ball here?
Etienne is behind Richardson. He gets the call. Got a couple.
It was, but Beasley that time, the linebacker, just fit the play. Watch him read it, fill it, and make the play inside.
Another third down and long. Florida's had a few of them here in the first quarter. That has 5 minutes remaining.
The trick in spying on a running quarterback is you want to eat a blocker as you spy and then drop off and look. If you just stand there, you're wasting a player.
Richardson looks left, comes back right. Overshot his intended receiver, Justin Shorter.
Hayden, number 5, bump and run coverage, Shorter, the tallest of the receivers for Florida, big size, Penn State transfer, ball uncatchable, good coverage that time.
This is going to be right about on the edge of Adam Mihalik's range. He's hit from 50 this year. And this will be from 50. Mihalik, former walk-on. From 50 yards out, kicked on the way, no good. Hey, check, fellas, go do that. It's a good idea. Trust me. Here's a throw out in the flat. Complete, nice move. Jabari Small with a big gain out of the backfield.
Yeah, but the blocking outside is what really did it. He made him go out there and clean it. That was Hyatt at the slot. Jalen Hyatt, they cleaned it up.
Hooker rips one to the outside to Hyatt. They'll get about 7 more.
Well, this is a well-oiled passing machine, isn't it?
It is.
We saw it, as I said, the opening game, Hendon Hooker, when he broke in as a starting quarterback against Florida. But right now, boy, he's a confident football player.
Jabari Small's got the first down as he crosses the 40 to the 39.
And remember when That last drive against Florida, they had Florida's defense on their heels. It was a fumble, a punched out fumble that turned it around.
Hooker gonna get swallowed up this time. Finally got to him. He waited a little too long, and Shamar James flies in there to make the sack.
Well, we talked about this Tennessee offense just picking apart Florida, but then this time, nothing there. Maybe to the bottom of the screen, but eyes were right that time for Hooker, and he did not see the open receiver to the left.
Fourth sack of the year by the Florida defense has put the balls back to his 2nd and 16 at the 45.
Yeah, that time Small goes in motion as a indicator whether it's man or zone, and then the play is called afterwards.
Hooker stands tall in the pocket. Complete out to Romel Keaton.
So that's when we talked to Hendon on Friday. He said his goal was to be quiet in the pocket. Coming off of a sack, he still maintained his composure and delivered a strike to the outside. And then Keaton, one busted tackle, first down.
Says he likes to watch film of guys like Randall Cunningham, who used to be called in the pocket. And here he comes out, blasting out of the pocket.
Just like Randall Cunningham.
A little bit.
So far in the game, the only player for Tennessee to have a rushing attempt has been their quarterback.
Another first down. Inside the 20 of Florida at the 18. Now a little stutter step and driving forward. And about a 5-yard pickup for Jabari Small.
And my mistake, I remember just before that, we had one Small with a 5-yard gain. There's another one for him. So they're spreading it around a little bit, but the quarterback run has hurt Florida. Ooh.
That one's going nowhere.
Eating up inside. Those linebackers filled it fast.
Brenton Cox as well.
Amari Burney, number 2. Play about 4 of them inside. That time, Burney, the hero of the Utah game, comes in and stuffs the play.
So 3rd down and 6. And a rarity, Tennessee taking its time.
A little different look. In the past, you could almost expect or count on a blitz from Florida. They play more bracket coverage now and blitz less.
3rd down and 7. 3 wideouts to the bottom of your screen. Everybody has a look to the sideline. Here comes a blitz. Down the middle, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, incomplete. And it was Jacob Warren, the tight end, who got a hand on it but couldn't hold it.
And it almost looked like a conceded completion right here, didn't it? Put on right there, big bubble, a lot of space. You knew where the ball was going, but it was not accurately thrown, and that's why it was incomplete.
Rashad Torrance really closed quickly on what Gary said looked like a wide open catch.
It was, and if he put it right on his numbers, it would have been, but he allowed Torrance to make the play from behind.
Chase McGrath will try to break our scoreless tie from 32 yards away, and he tucks it inside the left upright. Good. And a little indecision, but they'll take a knee and bring it out.
Gators both tight ends left. Now they go with tight ends right.
I think they had to put a second back on the clock. On the 25, Richardson pressured, throws late, throws incomplete. Intended for Keon Zimmerer.
Decent protection. Time to throw the ball just at the end. He gets a little bit of a push from Thomas. This Florida offensive line, they feel it's one of their best they've had.
You look behind Naquan Wright and Anthony Richardson. The big fellas up front, 2nd down and 10. It's Henderson all the way in motion across to the bottom of the screen. Richardson going to run it here, get what he can, and out of bounds around the 30. Bring up 3rd down and 5.
So not only did Anthony Richardson come into the season maybe with still mending that quad injury, then he had that hard hit in that game right on that ankle in that Kentucky game, and then with the weakness at backup quarterback, Florida was hesitant to call runs.
Right.
And I think they need the design run game for this offense to work for Florida.
Of course, he had that hamstring injury last year, too. He's had some issues in the hamstring area here early in this season as well. 3rd down and 6. Throw complete. 1st down. Got it out to Zanders.
Talked about this veteran offensive line for Florida. Watch them pick up the stunt right here, coming around. Be patient on the offensive line. Inside, inside, inside. Yes, you got it, White. Nice job, Ethan White, number 77. Don't chase. One guy leaves, another one usually comes to replace him. Remember, they're being taught that there's a scrambling quarterback. Everybody's got to have a lane, so be patient. Somebody's coming in your lane.
Naquan Wright back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. Over at Neyland Stadium. Anthony Richardson on a quarterback run. Boy, puts his head down and plows Trayvon Flowers with him for a good gain out to the 44.
Yeah, Trayvon Flowers is a safety, but he's not used to tackling a guy like that.
240 pounds.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes 3rd down a lot easier right now on Richardson's run. 3rd and 2. Empty backfield, so it'll be Richardson's call again unless somebody joins him. It will be Richardson. He's short by a yard.
Omar Thomas, number 21, defensive tackle, makes a pile inside. Right here, I think it is. Watch him make a pile. Then it's forced bounce outside and then cleaned up for the stop.
Byron Young makes the tackle. He bounces off and brings Richardson down a yard shy.
If he does, this is the 3rd, 4th down attempt of the game.
They got one of them. They failed on the other. 4th and a long yard
They
here.
look confused. They're going to have to take a timeout because the receivers are not ready yet.
Play clock winding down as well. They do get the snap off. Richardson.
They took a timeout, didn't they?
They had
That's
to.
a smart one. The receivers were running over, looking around. They had no idea what the play was or even where to line up on the play. It's his offense to help his defense in this game.
Richardson rolled into some trouble, got away from it, throws and completes it for the 1st down.
So it's been always the quarterback. A sneak, a keep, and now a boot. And I think he feels that for his defense to stay in the game, his offense has to hold up and make some plays. We showed the plays a little bit earlier, and Napier says, keep the ball, guys.
There we go. Got it to Zanders to the 45-yard line. 6 passing 1st downs already. Far cry from a week ago against South Florida. Richardson got some heat again. Boy, he's in some traffic, and he throws a rope down to the 20-yard line. Breaking the tackle is Zipperer, and Zipperer is still going to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. 44 yards on the Richardson to Zipperer touchdown.
Well, it paid off. He went for it on 4th down. He gambled. It was a great play by the quarterback, staying alive and finding Zipperer. And then it was a better play by Zipperer to make the catch and dodge a couple. Watch this inside the pocket. Move, and then find somebody. When you're in the middle of that mess, you find a receiver, and boy, not only 1, 2, 3 times he gets away from ball tacklers.
That was one heck of a run after catch by Zipperer. The extra point is up and good. Well, first, Anthony Richardson doing what he does well, moving around in the pocket. And then what he hadn't done well throughout the season, finds Zipperer for the first touchdown pass of the year. And it's a 7-3 Gator lead. Mahalik on the kick. And fair catch called for by Tennessee. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if Hendon Hooker has an answer. And he's going deep, and he's got a man wide open on the run. Brew McCoy with a stiff arm, and he's out inside the 10.
Boy, just inexcusable for the Florida defense this time. Not much trickery. McCoy's in the slot, and he just goes long, and no one covers him.
70-yard pickup to the 5. Tennessee in one play threatening, and they pick up a couple there.
I mean, what's the answer for this? I mean, just line up right here, and he just goes long. I mean, watch this. Just runs right by the Florida defense. What are they thinking?
Nobody home.
They were home. They just didn't do their reads.
Well, he did. Hendon Hooker, touchdown. That's how you answer a Gator march.
You sure do. So really, it's been Tennessee who stopped Tennessee, okay? The great punch out on third down fumble, and then they get a bad pass on the other third down, but Hendon Hooker's been on. Florida works so hard to get a touchdown,
right?
And then you hand them one. You just hand them one. That's what Billy Napier will tell his team. Guys, it's too hard to beat them the right way. We can't help them.
The grab, extra point is good. And Gary was the only guy more open than McCoy. Now let's see if Florida's got an answer again. They'll take a knee, a yard deep, and behind Richardson there in the pistol set from the 25. They fake it to him. This is the same kind of play that he got that big first down. This time throws late and into the dirt, incomplete as we check in with Jenny.
Yeah, Coach Heupel said there's not a louder place in all of America than Neyland Stadium today, and there's definitely some communications down here on the Gator sideline, guys. Coaching, they're having to constantly repeat themselves, players having to get up and move right next to their coaches to hear them. You can't even hear yourself think down here.
I'm telling you, before the game, we had to go and doing our hit with Zook and the guys. We had our hand mics in hand and decided we couldn't hear them well enough, so we had to put our headsets on. So I know exactly what you're going through. Richardson, low throw but complete to Whittemore.
Yeah, but those are the ones he's been missing, the easy ones. Hook pass, 12, 14 yards downfield. He's been missing it. Haddon, that looks like, isn't it?
Yep. Come on, Haddon is the guy that's down.
Let's see if we can see anything as he turns back. I don't think he was in the picture there. That wasn't even on the play.
Good job by Whittemore to get down low, get his hands under that pass, do a first down. Just put the brakes on and hit him right in the breadbasket there, and I think just knocked the wind out of him. At least we'll hope that's it.
With good protection to him. Just a one sack.
Fakes it to Etienne, loads it, and fires. Got it again. Complete to Pearsall.
And fires is the word. That's what he has, that ability. Top of the screen, receiver, going to be a bootleg action, but that's the matchup to the outside. And Pearsall gets by him, a double move to the outside, out and up, and that ball wasn't more than 15, 20 feet in the air. It was a rocket.
First down at the 20. No get in on that one. Billy Napier doing some coaching on Richardson over on the sideline during that last time out.
And we saw many times, well, many, this year when he came back from interceptions, making key interception throws, Napier was right there kind of building his confidence, coaching him. As he said, he's early in the system. It's a new system, and he hasn't had a lot of experience.
Second down and 10.
Well, that ain't working.
Motion everywhere.
Yep. That looked like some kind of a trick play, and it tricked Florida.
All-star. Offense, number 18. 5-yard penalty.
It might be loud here, but Billy Napier was trying to communicate to his whole team that time, and he was not happy. Look at this. They look. The tight ends think there's going to be a shift, and that was not good.
They called it on Xander's 18. They could have called it on about 3 different
Yeah,
guys.
there were 4 people moving on that play. Now you're behind the chains, 1st and 15. Second and 15, excuse me. Yeah, short money game in first.
Now they do shift the 2 tight ends from one side to the other. And they go with a straight handoff. ETN got popped. He got about 3 yards before he's buried under a sea of orange.
Again, the running backs have not been able to gash him. They've been effective all year. They don't throw to the running backs much, this Florida team. Only 4 completions all season, and none so far today.
That used to be a staple for Florida.
Yes.
3rd and long. They need to get to the 10-yard line.
Florida's been facing a lot of zone in this situation. Again.
Richardson, plenty of time. Across the middle and a 1st down inside the 10 to Trent Whittemore again.
When you have a quarterback that can run the ball, you want a lot of guys to have their eyes on the quarterback, and that's why they play zone. But when you do that and you're not a good zone team, it opens it up.
Florida giving Tennessee a taste of their own medicine a little bit with some tempo. They go quickly, and they pick up 2 yards with ETN. Trevor Etienne is the younger brother of Travis of the Jacksonville Jaguars, former Clemson star.
Have you messed that up yet today so far?
I just had to get that out, so I thought I'd
you got it.
Get rid of my own jinx right there.
Florida substitutes, so Tennessee is allowed to have a late substitution.
2nd down and goal. Ball just inside the Volunteers' 7-yard line. Florida trying to answer Tennessee's touchdown with one of their own. Richardson to run all the way, trying to get to the edge, and does. Walk in, Anthony Richardson, touchdown.
Boy, you talk about getting the edge and getting it fast. A late shift to the outside, and they just get around the corner. Good job by Barber. Gets out there, got a blocker in front of him, ETN, and he just walks him.
He walks right over our AT&T 5G pylon cam, in fact, on his way to the end zone on a 7-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, and another one of those drives. You know, Florida in this game's had 4 drives. They're averaging almost 9 plays a drive. Got to be. Now, they didn't want to give up a cheap touchdown like they did, but they're controlling the ball.
Number 15 playing like the guy that all the Florida fans were hoping that he'd become so far in this first half.
Yeah, Utah fans are going, yeah, that's the guy we played.
Yeah, that's the guy we played the first week. Extra point is good. Mahalik with a kick. And a fair catch taken at the 7-yard line on their sideline. Florida's got a bunch of them. Hendon Hooker on the run. Got 7. Brought down by number 7.
Well, this high-tempo Tennessee offense has not been able. One of the reasons is they had a short drive and a turnover. They had a 70-yard play. But the Florida defense has only faced 20 plays in this game so far.
And this is going to be another good play by Chris McClellan, number 7. Made the last tackle, and this one's a tackle for loss.
Yeah, you got to make a pile in the middle of it. Can you make a pile inside? They do, and then you chase it down from the backside.
Freshman from Tulsa, 300-pounder. 2 big plays by him has forced a 3rd down and 5 here for the Volunteers.
Yep, that's a number 7 at defensive tackle. That's the way they do it now, right?
That's right. Makes him look slim.
Yes, it does. At 300 pounds, you need to look slim. That's all right. They got one guy that weighs over 400.
That's right. Jalen Wright with Hendon Hooker in the backfield. It's a Hooker pass upcoming down the middle and on strike. And it's Jalen Hyatt again.
So you got to have the running back help you in those situations. Florida brings a linebacker. And Jalen Wright takes it on and allows the pass before Bernie can get to the quarterback, Hendon Hooker.
19-yard pickup. Hooker looking for more. Completes it again. This is going to be a first down to Brew McCoy. As you hear the chants of Brew. Had that big 70-yarder earlier. And the transfer from USC, another first down.
Yeah, that's the real challenge. We talk about the guys all the time with the ball, but if Florida's guys without the ball, that defensive line don't get the quarterback, they're in trouble.
That's a tough 4 yards for Jalen Wright.
One of the top 10 in the nation in plays per game, and circumstances in this game, a turnover, and Florida holding the ball very effectively.
Josh Heupel said to us yesterday, we never concern ourselves with number of plays. If our offense is rolling, the plays are going to pile up, but we don't have a...
But that isn't what Billy Napier said to us.
No, it isn't.
He said we need to hold down the plays for our defense. We are not as deep as I'd like us to be, and our offense has to help us.
So far, so good. Try to follow the blocking, and it's not going to go anywhere. Nice job to stretch it out. The Florida defense just kept heading toward that sideline.
As a guy matures, and Brenton Cox, watch him. In his day, people thought that maybe he just wanted to rush the passer. But watch this time. Watch his effort. He plays the whole play, chases it down, and goes the whole. That's what the scouts look for. They know he can rush the passer. Will he play every play?
3rd down and 8.
Got that bear look. 3 defensive linemen inside with the 2 edge rushers, a 5-man front. Up front with the linebacker sneaking up to make it 6.
Hooker. He'll run and throw late. Incomplete. He had his man wide open.
He did.
And Jacob Warren.
So Hendon Hooker's a basketball player, and that's just like playing point guard right there. He's dribbling down the court. Watch, he dribbles to his right. He draws the defense, keeps his eyes downfield, and should have used the bounce pass.
He almost was a bounce pass. That's the only part he didn't do right.
Yep.
To get it to number 87.
Be a 50-yard field goal from here.
They're going to go for a 4th down. 4th down and 8. Got to get all the way to the 25. And now maybe they're going to think about it, or is Florida going to take a timeout? Florida takes the timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. Hendon Hooker might have been holding his shoulder a little bit when he came off.
He's run a few plays at the running attack, hasn't he? Full-out blitz.
4th and 8. Look out from behind. Down he goes. The ball is out. Going to be Florida football either way.
You got it. That time you wondered, would Florida drop back and play coverage, or would they come after him? They went after. It's been, the word for Florida all day has been be aggressive.
Right.
And they were aggressive on that 4th down call. Watch this 4-man front. They bring 5, drop the defensive end, but they bring the 2 inside linebackers. And then Hooker didn't have anybody, but from the backside, it's Bernie again.
And it's Ventrell Miller on the fumble recovery after forcing one earlier. Ventrell not having a big day as well. And they're going to take over at the 38-yard line.
Well, one guy that would like to learn how to get out of halves is Anthony Richardson, right? I mean, that's when he's at his trouble, is making mistakes at the end of half. Can he get out of half? A nice 4-minute drive here is exactly what the doctor ordered for Florida.
They blitz. Richardson throws wide, incomplete. Intended for Henderson.
So remember, he ran the ball right up the middle on one of those plays, took it out, and kind of seemed a little uncomfortable before that 4th down play pass, and this time he heads right to the 10.
Favoring his right shoulder, or maybe just his sternum. I don't know exactly.
He was knocked out of last year's game.
That's right. You mentioned that earlier. Doesn't want to get knocked out of this one. Gators 2nd down and 10.
Well, the running game has been nothing.
Right.
That was really circled by this defense coordinator. Tim Banks said, we got to stop those running backs. If they're going to run it, we want number 15 to run it. He has.
Right.
And it's been successful. But if you give him a 2-fisted running game, that defense will crack.
Latrell Bumpus comes off after making that big stop. And now it's going to get loud again. 3rd down and 10.
Let's see if the Tennessee pass rush can clean up the quarterback, who's been so good at feeling that pass rush, both scrambling and finding the receiver after he moved up. They're coming after him.
A stunt up front. Richardson throws complete. 1st down to midfield. Stepping out at midfield, I thought, was Justin Shorter, but he did get the 1st down.
So how about this Florida offensive line? It's a veteran offensive line. They sift to the right side, pick it all up. Number 15 feels the pressure from his right, just slides over.
I was just going to say.
Slide, and throw. He did it perfectly. Working together with his line, he knew where the pressure was coming, and he bought him some time.
1st down back in Tennessee territory for Florida at the 49.
Tough for that Tennessee defense. Last drive to the touchdown, they converted 3rd and 12. That one was 3rd and 10.
Richardson again steps up in the pocket a little bit too far in front of Pearsall.
Yeah, that was a nice job. Again, moving up in the pocket, just a bit high. I would not call that inaccurate, though.
No.
Could have been perfect, but you know what he wants. This might be the play we're hearing that he might have got hurt. Again, he's running the ball aggressively and gets driven into the ground on his right shoulder.
That was that first big play that McClellan made.
Yeah, that's totally the play, no doubt about it.
At 305 pounds that we talked about, right on the shoulder of Hendon Hooker as they landed. Meanwhile, Florida trying to get more points before halftime. 2nd down. And again, the ground game goes nowhere. Loss of a yard.
Yeah, that time it was Elijah Simmons, number 51, getting that penetration into the backfield that blew that play up.
Well, here's another 3rd down and long. Florida, all their drives have ended on Tennessee's end of the field. They do have 2 touchdowns off a couple of them.
Still have plenty of time here not to give the ball back, to just relax and snap it. Gimmick play. Yep, gimmick play did not work.
And smartly gets rid of it, throws it over the bench.
The offensive line never moved on the play. Trick play all the way. And now they're going to give the ball back with 3 minutes to go. Watch the offensive line snap. They never move. Yeah. 3rd and long. That's a bit too gimmicky for me.
Richardson took a pretty big hit, too. His head and helmet bounced off the turf back there. This is the first punt of the day.
I think Anthony Richardson and the Gator bench wanted roughing the passer. I didn't catch it. I had my eyes downfield, but reading the body language after, I think they were really arguing for a roughing the passer on that throwaway.
Jeremy Crawshaw. You look behind him, set for the punt. And it's going to let this one go, and it's going to be down around the 1-yard line. That's how you do it.
Anytime you punt to around the 1-yard line, that's pretty good.
He's Shorter, the wide receiver, down there on the special teams, just waiting on that kick to roll down to the 1. Let's check in with Jenny.
Yeah, I was told for Hendon Hooker that it's an upper body injury, but he is going to be good to go to finish out this first half. The guy's on the sideline. He was definitely wincing in pain, so I know he's not feeling great out there.
There's the numbers on Hendon today. The touchdown was on the ground from 4 yards out. Now he's in his own checkerboard end zone. And a short game, not much there. Jabari Small. Gators take him all the way back out into the back of the end zone. And oops, we got a little shoving going on, and a little bit of punching.
They do.
No flags yet.
Officials not overreacting. Warning them all this time. I bet they're saying no more of that, though. No more of that, or we're going to start calling from behind. They didn't like the way they just kept moving the running back and back and back and back. And boys will be boys at the end, huh?
Brent Cox was trying to break it up, and he took a little slap to the face mask. And now Tennessee drives. There's where you put your aggression in, right there.
Absolutely.
See?
Absolutely.
Jabari Small picks up a first down.
Talked about Florida had a roughing the passer. This is the end of that play. Jeremy Banks drives him. They look around. I don't know. He was running to the outside. I would not have called that either.
Hooker, whatever the upper extremity problem is, he just had to throw that one away, and it barely made it to the line of scrimmage. So second down and 10.
Even though he was outside the tackle box, you got to get it past the line of scrimmage.
I think it bounced right about where the line of scrimmage was. Tennessee's got all the timeouts remaining. Still minute 42.
Look how wide this split is. That's a staple of this offense for Josh Heupel.
Using all the width of the field.
Oh.
Wow, what a hit that was. I guess who? Metro Miller. Florida happy to have him back because this is what he can do. Cox turned it in. Miller cleaned it up. Timeout. Need to get out to the 22-yard line. Florida thinking about bringing some pressure, and they do straight up the middle. Hooker completes it to the first down. Preston Fant, the tight end.
Well, that time they had Brenton Cox in the middle at the linebacker position, not his normal defensive end position. Pressure's there. Ball completed just over the line.
Tough throw going left.
Yes, it was.
Back to the right.
Especially when you got a bad shoulder.
Yeah. Now he's going to go deep. Got a man out there. Oh, what a catch. Diving catch by Keaton.
That's the backup wide receiver in the game for Cedric Tillman.
You talk about pretty on a layout and a 43-yard gain. Small. Maybe got 3. We're under a minute. Tennessee, all its timeouts remain. Metro Miller made the tackle.
You cannot lay out any more than this. And because of the hurry up and no timeouts by Florida, they couldn't challenge. I think that's a clean catch.
I do too. Back in 30 seconds with 44 seconds to play in the half. 2nd and 7 now at the 32. Hooker completes it again. Same guy to the 23.
There's a first down. Clock's going to stop quickly, get it set, and then they'll wind it.
First down at the 23 of the Gators. Hendon Hooker looking for more. Completes it again. This one's to the tight end, Preston Fant.
Yeah, and that'll force a timeout by Tennessee. The tackle to keep him in bounds was a big play by Florida right there.
Tennessee's down to 1 timeout remaining.
Well, we said Napier Campbell, right? I mean, on 3rd down,
Right.
He said, I'm going to stop it. I'm going to challenge you to make the first down. They did. But this time, they've got the drive. They own it. Remember also, Tennessee gets the ball to start the second half.
And he and Jalen Hyatt have been big time today on the receiving end of Hendon Hooker passes.
Last time the running back was open in the middle, went out and angled in. Will they go back to him?
That would be Jamari Small.
Look at all that space in the middle of the field because of the wide splits.
And Small going to flare out of the backfield. Hooker's going to take off. He sees open space. He takes it and goes down inside the 5. And now we got a little skirmish between the quarterback and the man that made the tackle.
The clock will stop for the first down, and then they will start it. Remember, you could ground the ball, but there's plenty of time here left. You've got a timeout.
1st and goal. Small. Only a yard, maybe not even that much.
Now they'll take a timeout. Now they'll take the timeout. There's plenty of space. Playing combo defense, and you've got room to run if you're the quarterback.
And Hooker throws a little bit of an elbow on the bottom of that pile right there, like, get off me. And that started the skirmish at the end of that play. He and Trey Dean face mask to face.
Yeah, and that's usually the process there. When one team is trying to slow down the clock.
Everybody in close from the 3-yard line. The throw over the top is hit this upright.
They're going to call holding that time inside. They were trying to do the pop pass to Fant, number 88, and Florida held him. get it condensed, and watch it. They grab him right there. Good call. Pop pass, not there.
Holding. Defense, number 2. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
So it's about the 1.5 with 12 seconds left.
Still dangerous to run the ball here to get off 2 plays. You still got to think, to me, roll out and where it's run pass for your quarterback. If you run it inside, you could get burned.
Empty backfield. Now they switch and get the tight ends on each side. 12th play of the drive. Hooker. Here's the rollout. There's the throw. There's the touchdown, Tennessee. Brew McCoy on the receiving end of that one.
Yeah, that's sometimes the aggressiveness has worked with the 4th down calls. That time, he saved just enough time to get a long drive by Tennessee, and Hendon Hooker, made him pay.
You talk about a drive before halftime. Chase McGrath to try to give the Vols a 3-point advantage with the extra point is up and good. Hendon Hooker doing his thing. Throws a strike to McCoy. And the chance of Brew go around Neyland Stadium. Vols back in front.
Pretty good game here. Both quarterbacks have thrown for over 200 yards in the first half. We opened the game about this being a quarterback day. It is, right?
Yep. Now Florida looking for a miracle return. And nice tackle on the special teams to end the half. Gary said, good football game on both sides.
Both teams needed their quarterback to run the ball. Neither one of them could really run the ball with their running backs. They needed help with the QBs.
And they're going to return this one from a yard deep out to the 27. Hooker on the RPO, quick slant, completes, and it's Brew McCoy again. And McCoy is closing in on 100 yards receiving. 248 in the half for Hendon Hooker. Anthony Richardson, a ground touchdown and one through the air finally. And here's a big opening. This is the first time on a run. Jabari Small, and he's on the run. Small all the way down to the 28-yard line. Bernie saved a touchdown.
Now a great block right here to the right side of the line. Just turns him out. Darnell Wright opens it up, and that's the first breakout for a running back on a really clean block play.
Quick snap. Hooker going back to the air. Got it out to Small. This time as a receiver, but no gain. Stopped by Trevez Johnson over there on the near sideline.
Tell you what, when against space teams like Tennessee does, and they're as good at it as anybody in the country, you must tackle in space, and so far Florida has.
Small got a couple. It's going to be 3rd down and about 7. Josh Heupel's Volunteers keeping their foot on the gas here. And snap goes over Hooker's head. There's a flag down as well. I think Florida was offside, maybe.
You get a play that it's going to be a snap out of field goal range, but Florida's going to get called for offsides on the play.
Offside. Defense, number 33. Underneath the zone to snap. 5-yard penalty.
Another big play. A motion man goes in front of him, and all of a sudden, an easy 5 yards.
Umar Miguelin is the guy that jumped.
Right side, there he is. Yeah, just a little bit of motion was the difference that time. And look what happened. Out of field goal range.
Instead, 3rd down and short. Shorter. 3rd down and 2 coming up.
There goes these condensed formations that they've been using more than ever this year compared to a first year of Heupel.
And I don't know if they're going to get it or not. The guy that had the penalty made the tackle on Jalen Wright. Jalen Wright says he's got it, and he might be right.
Get him in there tight, root him out. Cade Mays, number 63, the center, ran right behind him.
And they do move the sticks. And he got it by the nose.
Kind of lost it right now. Big drive.
Hooker pulls it out, throws it out, complete, spinning near first down is Drew McCoy, and that's putting him over 100 yards receiving today.
He says he likes to be quiet in the pocket, and he is.
Short yardage run by Wright. He's got the first down.
Anytime these tempo teams gain 6, 7, 8 yards on first down, they're coming right at you with the second play.
They're already lined up there. First and goal. Just inside the 7. Hooker lobs one.
He had him. Yep.
Incomplete.
That was one he should not have lobbed.
They should put a little mustard on that one to McCoy.
He had Drew wide open, coming on the corner route right inside. Boom, breaks out. He's got it. Just too high on that one, right? He line drives that one. He's got him in the corner of the end zone.
And he gets down inside the 10-yard line. Last time he hit the upright with an overthrow. That was a penalty, though. And that one was too high as well.
Tennessee does a good job of starting their wideouts real wide and then coming in and then running the route from more space.
Got 2 to each side here.
Combo look, 3-on-2 both ways for Florida.
Hooker looks right now. He's going to run with it. He's going to coast in. Touchdown, Hendon Hooker. Got a flag down, however. Let's see what the flag's about.
Gerald Mincy, number 54, turned around and looked like, wait, I hope you didn't see me do something, because he right away turned around to the official.
Offense, number 54.
It was 54. You can always tell the guy that has his hand in the cookie jar, can't you?
Yeah, you sure can. So they're going to have to regroup, take
Mincy
6
right
off the board.
here, easy touchdown. Really didn't need to hold it all. It was a touchdown all the way, but just enough of a grab. Maybe a chance for a play. I doubt it with the speed of Herndon on the play, but he turned around and looked, and he was caught. Good call.
And that negates a 7-yard touchdown run by Hooker. And backs it up to 2nd and goal at the 17. Hooker throws in the flat. It'll be a touchdown this time. Jabari Small.
Well, everyone's playing man-to-man except for the guy running the back. Watch, he's got the back right here. Man. The linebacker doesn't follow his guy. He thinks it's zone, and it busts the defense.
Hooker out to Jabari Small. He does the rest after the catch.
That's 2 big plays that Florida has just given them. You're playing man down there. You just cannot release the running back.
McGrath in for the point after. Up and good. What a way to open the 3rd quarter.
Being aggressive right there with that call. Tennessee just executed.
Right. And they'll bring it out to the 25-yard line for Florida before moving to Georgia when he was a couple years old. Anthony Richardson pressure from behind, and he's going down. Flags down as well. We might have holding on top of a sack.
Well, Brian Young, their best pass rusher, finally makes the play. Coming around the outside right there.
Personal foul. Offense, number 76.
Number 6 gets him. Both sides collapse and turns around and says, that was holding on me. I'm telling you that right now.
Garage is the guy that's the guilty party. And we're going to take another look at that play to see what the penalty
Kind of
is.
pinned him. Did they get him with the face? Yeah, he actually grabbed his face mask. Yes, as he came around.
They called it a personal foul because it's an offensive face mask.
That's a true holding right there.
It really was. Holding his face. Backed up to the 13-yard line now. 1st and 22. Double fake, and then the throw is on target out to the 28-yard line to Pearsall. That'll quiet the crowd.
Pearsall is the transfer from Arizona State. Anthony Richardson gets in the pocket, trusts that offensive line. They just gave up a sack, but he's got a beautiful pocket. He delivers it where he had to. Right off the outstretched arm of Trayvon Flowers that time.
So they got a chunk of the penalty back, but it's still 2nd down and 6.
Crowd noise is a factor. The running back has to come up and help on the play.
He'll get the carry and the 1st down that time. Naquan Wright.
So nice job by Wright. He comes up, he hears the audible, and then he helps the offensive line with the call, takes the handoff, finds the space for the 1st down. How about that? Back-to-back plays. 2nd down, 3rd down for the 1st down.
And they got the 1st down and the end around. And a nice stutter step. And making something out of nothing was Xavier Henderson. I thought he was going to be stretched out of bounds, but a good gain on that one.
Well, we saw Garage on the holding penalty, but watch him come back and do a good job to the outside this time. You're going to run the ball to the outside, and big number 76 gets to the outside, turns his man in for the very, very effective run play.
At midfield, another Gator 1st down, trying to answer the scoring drive of Tennessee. Couple yards on that one for Naquan Wright. Juan Mitchell made the stop. And these two guys have both played very, very well today.
The score's not tied, but those two guys are about tied,
yep.
Right? The tough part, the noise here, the communication for the offensive line, getting off on the snap.
This is probably the easiest spot to be in around midfield. You get down from one end to the other, it really gets tough on you. Richardson scrambling around, throws on the run, throws a dart complete.
Got another
flag.
Only a 3-man rush that time, Tennessee does, and are they going to get a hold out of it? Don't know if it was, hand to the face mask or a hold.
Personal foul, hands to the face, defense number 6.
Yes, it was the other way that time.
Penalty will be added to the end of the line and includes an automatic 1st down.
Austin Barber, number 58, is the guy who got to the hand of the face. Right over here to this side is going to be the action. Yep, right up there. Ryan Young, number 6, early in the pass rush.
There's the shove to the face.
Yep.
So we had one go each way so far this quarter. Let's move the ball down to the Tennessee 21-yard line.
And I'd be thinking almost, you got to be thinking 4-down territory right here.
Trailing by 10.
4-down calls.
The fake to Naquan Wright. Richardson rolls and now throws to the end zone. Overshot. Xavier Henderson.
And I'll tell you, the press box will see that on this play, when you fake the ball to the running back, nobody carries the running back. He was wide open on the play. Good coverage to the outside this time. Charles takes him, but watch the running back get the fake, and no one covers him here to the top of the screen.
Little wheel route out there.
Yeah. Yep, that'll be noticed.
Empty backfield. And the shift continues with 3 receivers in tight on the left side. And it's a run all the way for Richardson in that direction.
That was the same play to the left that he scored the touchdown to the right earlier in the game. Same formation, just flipped the other way.
There's the convoy in front. Good blocking, picked up 5 yards. Still needs 4 more for a 1st down.
How close do you have to be? Because remember, field goal makes it a 7-point game. To go for it on 4th down.
Third and 5. Need to get to the 11-yard line. It's a run by Montrell Johnson out of the Wildcat, and he's short. And it's 4th down.
Tough decision on how close are they. He's aggressive all day has been the word from the very first drive on.
Well, he's going to go again.
This is a long 2, is it not?
It's more like 3.
Again, field goal makes it a 7-point game. I would kick the field goal, but he's got a lot of confidence. Maybe he's dialing up the way the offense for Tennessee is going, thinking I got to have 7.
They shift the tight ends from left to right. Play clock down to 3. Richardson on 4th down, throws, and it's caught. Complete down to the 6-yard line to Zipperer.
Boy, how about all the decisions you have to make as a head coach? Right? Everyone has such a big outcome on the game, and then you got to trust your guys being wide open on the play. No one even near them.
First and goal. Down to the 2 is Richardson.
Crowd was rocking. Tennessee had gone back-to-back touchdowns. Now what do? Just keep playing football. That's what Florida has done.
Second and goal at the 2. Driving in near the goal line. Montrell Johnson, but he's not in.
Montrell Johnson, the transfer, Sun Belt Freshman of the Year, getting backup carries here. Naquan Ryder, the 2-1-2 guy.
Quarterback keep. Richardson's in. Well, they haven't signaled that. I thought he was in. Apparently they do not agree.
Well, they don't. They're still talking. Hold on. They're still talking.
From up above, it certainly looks like he's across the goal line.
They called him short. Now the replay official's going to have a clean look.
Well, I mean, how much farther do you have to get in?
This is where you're really happy to have replay on a play like this. He loses the momentum, but I think, I agree with you. I think he's over the line. I think they're going to reverse it and call in a touchdown.
Wire and hovered me over the goal line. 2 phones.
The ruling on the field is a touchdown. The ball carrier across the goal line.
Now Anthony Richardson, a 1-yard touchdown. They try to make it 24-21. Does. At the 5:55 mark, remaining third quarter. All day long. They're playing wide open because this high-powered group of volunteers, they know they've got to put points on the board. Tennessee, good run back. 2 receivers in the backfield with Hendon Hooker, and now Hyatt goes out to the top of your screen. Hooker's looking that way and is not going to get a throwaway, but he's got it on the run, and he's got a first down and a bunch more. Hendon Hooker down the sideline. Big play all the way to the 18-yard line.
It looked for sure that it was going to be a sack in the backfield, but gets pushed right by, and then Hooker just sees what he's got in front of him, just enough blocking. The wide receivers stay active. This guy's some athlete, some quarterback, isn't he?
44 yards later, Tennessee's back in the red zone. Ventrell Miller is the guy that made the touchdown-saving tackle, and he's still down. There's Ventrell coming, flying in, pushes Hooker out. And
I wonder if he got cramps on that play, because he laid everything he had just to get there to push him out.
He did look like he's trying to stretch it out on his own. Check on him.
Everything else.
Watch your feet in the pocket. Square your shoulders up. Do it the right way. He's doing it every way so far. And down the middle. Did it again. Inside the 5 is Princeton Fant, the tight end.
Asked him, what did he need to work on? What did he work on in the offseason? He said, fundamentals. Quiet in the pocket. Push with my right foot. Accuracy. He's doing it all.
First and goal. Maybe a yard for Jabari Small. Amari Burney is the guy that made the stop, but they've got it at the 1-yard line.
So I think if Billy Napier would have heard that in the middle of the third quarter, 52 plays, he'd be happy. But boy, they're moving the ball with the 52 plays.
The push to the goal line. No signal yet. Going to be down a little bit short. Nice job of standing up number 2.
Are they going to take a peek at this one too? Did the football get to the line? It might have.
Might have.
Yeah, I think it might have. You could have back-to-back replays on both sides of the field here. I'd have to take a look at that if I was in the booth. Because you never know. The next one could be a fumble or snap or something. I think Josh Heupel would take a timeout if he has to because he thinks it's a touchdown.
Yep.
He's going to challenge. He is.
This one's tougher to call, if you ask me, Gene, than the other one.
Yeah, I agree, Brad. Yeah, and you know, and I think there's more bodies kind of in that rugby scrum feel as well. But I think if you watch after the initial stop, you do get that push. And although we may not see the ball from the high shot here on the wire, you can tell that that portion of the body has made it. This is a really great look from the opposite high end zone. I feel like he's in, right, by a good half yard on the play. And I think Gary makes a wonderful point is, listen, you've got to review this play because you don't know what's happening on the next snap.
That was him.
If this ball's broken. Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
I think the ball was above the line. I think it's a touchdown.
Rolling on the field, the ball carries short of the goal line. The previous play is under full review.
Now, interesting. If it's short, it's going to be a 1-inch penalty. If they score, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty on the kickoff.
Oh, Billy. Let's go.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes you wonder if we're using common sense that he's over, but do you actually see the football? That's the question, you know? So that could be the doubt and why it's taking so long for replay.
For Scott Walker.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the head coach of Florida. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
And so that's not going to happen. Small. Touchdown, Tennessee.
I know a lot of people, when it's real short yardage like this, cave the shotgun. The reason teams do it is they very rarely snap the ball to the center, and that's where a fumbled snap could. They feel more comfortable here because they don't get the quarterback-center exchange in the short yardage play.
Good point. So Jabari Small thought he had one play ago. Now he does have one. Officially. Billy Napier says that cost me half the distance to the goal and 10 minutes of time for the same result. Extra point is good. Right now they got a double-digit advantage. This kick fielded right around the 1-yard line. Henderson doesn't even get to the 15. Flag down as well.
During the return, illegal block in the back, kicking team number 13.
So the kicking
Correction,
team.
receiving team number 13.
Okay, I was going to
Half the
say.
distance to the goal. First down.
Spent too much time on the headset over there on the sideline.
Yeah, he said it the wrong way, but he moved it the right way for Tennessee. Penalties against
There it was.
the return team, not the kicking team.
The 4-yard line. On the silent count. He's in trouble. Didn't get it to the line of scrimmage, I don't think, on the throw.
But in the direction of a receiver, though, Ness, I think they're going to let him on that. Gets rushed from the backside on the play. Has to retreat. Going to the running back. Pretty close. Right there. Getting it to Zipper, and they'll allow that.
Zipper was definitely in the area. But heavy pressure on Richardson. Almost forced a safety. He's going to hear more of the same from the crowd down there in that end zone.
They're going silent count completely. They're not even listening for the clap. The center is in charge.
Henderson, the motion man, will keep it on the ground to try to get a little more room to work. Maybe 2 yards for ETN. Now it's going to be 3rd down and loud. Went to every lineman individually. And now here's the 3rd and 9. Etienne, little opening on the corner, and he's got a first down. All the way out to the 19-yard line. Big play by number 7 there.
So Tennessee brings in their pass rush unit. Florida says we're going to run right at it. Look at that big hole to the outside. Etienne gets around, busts 1 tackle, enough for the first down. Good play call that time by Florida. Understanding the substitution, the down and distance, the crowd noise, run the ball effectively for the first down.
They really needed that one, and they got it. They'll keep it to Etienne's hands again. And the freshman got, well, he did not go down apparently. He gets up, keeps going. I thought he was down after about a 5-yard gain, but.
And that's the mechanics on the silent count is the center is controlling it. He gets tapped, but then his hand goes forward, and that's what signals it.
There's the cutback by Etienne, and now they blow this one dead. After that 16-yard gain.
The ball carrier's knee was not down. He did reach the line and game for a first down. The previous play is under further review.
I know we will. Here it comes. Did he land on top of him? Looked like he did from that angle, didn't it?
He thinks so. Etienne is.
After further review, the ball carrier's knee was down at the 24-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
All right, well, we got that one straightened out too. Took a while.
No, but I assume the booth had looks that we didn't see or show on that play. Take another peek.
It's going to be a gain of 5. Right there, his left knee.
Yep,
down.
left knee down.
Daquan Wright's in there now at tailback. Richardson pulls it out, trying to get rid of it. He finally did. Somehow got it all the way to the crowd almost.
Well, Anthony Richardson thought he had an RPO slant, and the wide receiver is coming down to block on the play. He pulls it to throw. There's nobody to throw to. Lack of communication. Give that one again to the crowd. That's what happens when you play on the road. The communication is very difficult.
Quarterback pressure came from Josh Josephs, and Richardson just had to get rid of it. So now when they thought they had a first down a couple of downs ago, now they face 3rd and 5 here. Need to get to the 30-yard line, a very close.
Timeout, Florida. This is the first charge timeout of the half.
Control that with his arm up front as he moves it forward. The linemen see it, and then he goes back. Watch. Move it forward.
Tennessee brings an extra man. Richardson trying to run for the first down. Nowhere near it. Got a couple. It's 4th down.
And the timing goes off to the center because of the silent count. As Ness said, 5-man rush this time. Stunts right into the quarterback draw that time to stop it. And now, could it be 4-down territory already?
Ooh.
The defense can't get a stop. Maybe that's what Napier's thinking.
I guess so. This is a tough spot on the field.
There's a lot of time left in this game.
Wow, from your own 27. 4th and 2.
I might try to draw him offside, but I don't know if I'd go for it. He is 3 for 4, though.
You give this back to Tennessee on the short field, and it could be the end of the ball game. Richardson going to go deep. And caught all the way down to the 35-yard line at Justin Shorter.
Not only did they go for it 4th and short, they went long on the play. Bump and run, man-to-man. I'll tell you, that's about as wide open as you can be in a football game if you're a coach.
Huge play on 4th down. A 39-yard pickup for Shorter. And back on the ground to Naquan Wright for about 4 more.
I think that pretty much signals that Florida, if it's 4th and within 6-8 yards, they're going for it the rest of the game.
Yeah, apparently. Well, we're going to have a heck of a 4th quarter, that's for sure. Some fireworks here in Knoxville today. We played 3. Started at their own 4-yard line. 2nd down and 6. Just outside the 30. And about a 2-yard pickup on that one will bring up.
I mean, I think you're looking at the game plan the rest of the game. Tennessee knows it's 4-down territory as soon as Florida gets the ball.
This time a run all the way for Anthony Richardson on the corner. Trayvon Flowers with the big hit, but I think he got the 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you, both quarterbacks, Richardson's thrown for over 300. They both run the ball. They've been the leading carriers, obviously the leading passers, but Richardson has run the ball 14 times, Hooker 11 times. Hooker for more than 100 yards. You're talking about a quarterback-centric offense.
Boy.
Both of these guys are coming through.
Richardson's over 300 yards in the air, as Gary said. That's a career high for him. He's 1 pass completion away from matching his career high as well. That was against Kentucky. On the ground and a big opening. Close to a 1st down. Naquan Wright got about 9.
Interesting formation that time. Florida showed it a few times. This time they run the stretch back. They unbalance to the left side, cut back to the short side. Wide open.
Wright got 9, 2nd and a yard. He'll get it again, and he got the 1st down this time. So Florida moving it down the field. They got it to the 13-yard line.
I feel like Tennessee is going, who are these guys? They will not go away.
Really?
We keep bombing them with knockout punches, and they keep clawing back in the game.
An empty backfield. Anthony Richardson. Let's see if it's his call to run again. They got Strong to the right side, but they're blocking. And that's where he started to head. And the ball came out. Fumbled. Tennessee's got it. Jeremy Banks with the fumble recovery.
Amari Thomas, number 21, I think, is the guy that stopped it and forced the play, though. And that's to the outside. 21 is right there to the outside. Watch him stick out his hand and force the fumble on the play.
It's the last thing Florida wanted to happen there, and the ball was out. Richardson with the fumble. Josh Heupel with the reaction on the sideline.
Downs for Tennessee. I don't have any. What would Florida do? Got any strategy for him? How about
stop this guy.
How about cover the guy?
Covering that guy. Yep. Jacob Warren, the big tight end, all the way down to the 40.
Lines up as the H-back and does the wheel route. He's right here, just goes down the field.
Nobody back there for Florida.
Nope, another wide open receiver, another bust for the Florida defense.
And another pass play of 45 yards. And now Jabari Small with both arms wrapped around that football, driving his way near the 35.
They had the short touchdown pass for a touchdown. They had the long 70-yard pass to set up a touchdown, and now they just get out of trouble with a easy wheel route that Florida doesn't even try to cover. Nobody got picked, just a mistake. Man-to-man coverage.
Second quarterback in Tennessee history with over 300 in the air and 100 on the ground. Josh Dobbs did it a couple of times. Went back to the air and overshot his man that time. Brew McCoy brings up third down.
It's a calm, confident quarterback, isn't it?
Yep. Even the look on his face.
Yep.
The exception of the pain he had on his shoulder a little bit earlier in the first half. He's a cool guy. Said one of the things that Coach Heupel wanted me to be more of is a little more vocal to show my leadership. And he said, I think I've accomplished that. And his play is leadership, I'll tell you that much. On 3rd and 3, rolls to run or throw. It's a run, almost a horse collar, but he's still got a first down. Amari Burney brought him down.
It was a sprint run pass option. Burney comes from the backside. Did he do the jersey first? He did. That could have been a horse collar.
Now they go back to Jabari Small.
He slowed him down with the horse collar, did he not?
Yep.
Should have been called. Watch this. This is the one that slows him down, and then he makes the tackle afterwards.
So Small got about 6, second down at 4. Look at the quarterback numbers. Impressive on both sides.
Tennessee is going up tempo, and remember, Desmond Watson, number 21, the 400-pounder is in the game. Tough to get out when a team is going tempo and you weigh 400 pounds.
There's a throw out to Hyatt. Hyatt's got a first down. He would have loved to have stayed in bounds, but he didn't have much choice as Rashad Torrance made the hit. And the clock is still running. At the 15-yard line. And there's a big fella.
Yes, remember in the SEC Championship when Alabama used that strategy against Jordan Davis? Kind of gassed him out early in the game by going up tempo. Here they're taking advantage. Well, he's even trying. See the way if he tries to go off the field, Tennessee will just snap the ball quickly.
Right. And they're using all the clock they can. This is about as slow as Tennessee can go with the way they play. They just got it off with 1 second on the play clock, and they got it down to the 5-yard line. Jalen Wright.
Yeah, they go slow, but they have the option to quick snap it if they want. So they use the tempo, the threat of the tempo, to slow the game down when they want to.
First and goal, just outside the 4. Hooker, RPO, and down he goes. Amari Burney makes the tackle.
Wanted the slant to the bottom of the left side of the Tennessee attack. Covered pretty well. Would have been better that time if Hooker would have just tossed that away on first down.
So now we're approaching 9 minutes. Tennessee up by 10. Almost another horse collar right there.
Him down again. Same guy too, Burney. 2 in a row.
His jersey's going to be a little bit bigger around the neck by the time the game's over. Play clock winding down under 5 again. Second and goal, but now it's back at the 8. And this time they don't get it off.
No, I think they took time out right before the snap. Tennessee did.
Prior to the snap, timeout, Tennessee. The second charge timeout of the half.
Running game, passing game, the whole deal.
Down to the 5 goes Jalen Wright. Well, maybe you got even more down to the 4-3. And again, they're pushing and shoving at the end of the play.
It's a must stop for this Florida defense here. They got to hold Tennessee to a field goal to stay in this football game. Down by 10, field goal makes it 13, still in the game.
Jalen Wright just kept the legs driving, and then his lineman came in to give him a shove forward.
They love to run the option down here in these situations. The shotgun option.
From the 5. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jalen Wright.
Going to run it right up the gut. Watch him hand it over. Oh, get out of the way at the same time. And then gash it in for a touchdown. Efficient offense.
Extra point coming up. And it's good. And Tennessee will take a knee, bring it out to the 25. Three-receiver group to the right. Richardson looking back the other direction. And now he's going down. And it's to John Terry.
So what's going on? Why wasn't anybody to throw the ball to? Had somebody open to the top, but it just did not seem like he was looking right. He was looking left the whole way. Terry gets the sack.
2nd and 14. This time he is going to throw to the right. And a little bit high. Catchable maybe for shorter, but could hold on.
I can tell you, when you have a bad left shoulder or a neck, it's really hard to pull and turn on those throws. The ball tends to sail on you when you're just throwing all arm. If he's at all nicked, it could be affecting these throws. You just can't get that rotation into the throw.
It's probably 2-down territory here, even though they're deep in their own end of the field. That hasn't stopped Billy Napier so far today. So at least get some of the 14 you need on 3rd down. Richardson throws on the run and delivers a 1st down throw to Xavier Henderson.
The offensive line handles the stunting by the Tennessee rush. 5 are up there, only 4 come, gets out of the pocket, and delivers. And there we go again. Everybody but the center was on target that time.
Yep. The ball still where he was holding it.
False start. Offense, number 77. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
Don't forget, before we're done, we'll have the play of the game presented by Jersey Mike Subs. There have been some big ones today for both teams. But right now, Tennessee in command, and the clock is their friend. Down to 6:45 and running. Four-man rush. Richardson throws sidearm over to the sideline. Had to get rid of it as the pocket was collapsing. Second and 15 coming up.
Tennessee is not gambling. They're rushing 4 players. It's 4 different players all the time. So they're just rushing 4, playing combo, zone combo, matchup zone, however you want to call it. They're not gambling on defense.
Henderson in motion. They fake it to him. A double fake. It takes a lot of time. And now Richardson runs and gets what he can before he's run out of bounds. And there's a flag down.
I would say holding on Tennessee downfield that time.
Well, the flag's in the secondary.
I think it was number 5, Haddon, downfield, was holding on that play. Yeah, he grabbed him. Yeah, that's
tripped him.
Yeah, might be a good move too.
Defense, number 5. 10-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run and includes an automatic 1st down.
So 1st down out to the 48 once they walk it off.
Hey, that's why that field goal, holding them to a field goal, was so big for that Florida offense, because Tennessee, Florida's been moving the ball as well. The fumble really has produced the distance in the scores here. The separation was the turnover. Tennessee did it early. Florida did it late.
And it's getting late on them. 6 minutes to go. Richardson going deep down the middle. Got it to shorter. Boy, that ball seemed to hang in the air a long time.
Hey, you took the words right out of my mouth. Jalen McCullough, number 2, the free safety, was way in the middle of the field back here. I think that's it. No, the other side. There's 2 of them. And the ball's floating and floating and floating, and he just can't get there on time.
39-yard pickup. So back inside the 15 of the Gators. Richardson to the end zone. Just overshot shorter. He got one hand on it.
Nice time that time play by Jamal Hayden, number 5. He had the hold on the play 2 plays earlier, but he undercut this throw and forced the ball to go high. Decent zone coverage. Would have had to be a perfect throw, right?
Or shorter. Would have had to be taller.
Yep. Yeah, that's not going to happen real fast.
360, 3 total touchdowns. Career high in completions as well with 18. Needs some more, though. Richardson, man in his face, throws it into the dirt.
Well, defensive coordinator finally dialed up a blitz that time. He brought 5, and they finally were able to put some pressure. Coming from the outside, he just sitting in the pocket. 4 come, outside off the slot. And the pressure was right up the middle that time by Barron, number 9.
It doesn't matter much that it's 3rd down because there's going to be 2 downs to get what they need. Another 1st down would be inside the 4.
Coming again, bringing 5. Unless they have a way to check out of it, do they? Yes, they do.
Richardson to shorter. He got it to the 5, but it's 4th down and 2. And the clock continues to run.
With the other ones, we were trying to figure out what he would do. This one, we know what he's going to do.
Yep. So here's the ball game for the Gators. They're 4 out of 5 on the day. And they've got this one, and they've got a touchdown. Untouched. Montrell Johnson.
Fourth down. They've done passes. They've done runs. They come back with a run this time. The whole arsenal has been used on 4th down. They got every 4th down play. They've used every one of them up.
They sure have. And they're going to go for 2 here. Which would cut it to 9. Richardson fires down the middle, hit 2 guys, neither one of them held it. Had Zipperer and Shorter. I think it bounced off at least one of them, but it's incomplete.
He would have had it, but his own guy tipped it out of the way. Zippier gets the tip. Almost impossible to catch up to that.
Mahalik with the onside kick takes a big hop and right into the hands of the Volunteers near midfield.
Antonio Callaway play, then you had the Hail Mary full of grace in 17, so they could have won 4 in a row.
Yep.
They didn't, though.
But it looks like that gigantic monkey on the back of Tennessee is going to be jumping off here in the next 4.5 minutes. Hendon Hooker over 300 in the air, over 100 on the ground. Playing banged up and playing as well as anybody we've seen in a long time.
Coach Neighbors trying to explain why it wasn't an illegal substitution.
He spent a lot of time with that head linesman over there today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't know what he was thinking.
He was explaining something. It's a little loud. No one's left here. I'll tell you that.
No.
No one's left.
There's Florida trying to get the substitutions in and out.
And what I think Florida's saying is the guy they called with too many men on the field was actually the 11th guy, not the 12th guy. And I do think that's reviewable too. Could this go back the other direction?
So there was apparently 12 guys on the field. Replays confirmed that, from what we understand. And 1st and 5. Small for about 3.
And that allows this Tennessee offense to just milk the clock, run the ball. We need 5 yards for a first down, do it. So they got 4-3-4. We got 5-3-4. It was 12 guys on the field. 5 up front here, 3 linebackers, and then too many in the backfield. So the call was right.
2nd down and 2. We approach 3 minutes. Florida with 2 timeouts remaining. And not going to be a first down this time either. Small is about a yard shy. Big Desmond Watson had him wrapped up.
Again, Bill Naper's only opportunity is to stop him right here using his timeouts.
So they're down to 1. And flags fly in before the snap.
That's going to be 5 yards back. The shift by Florida drew off Tennessee.
Offense, number 76. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Talked about guys that could do with their arm and their legs what Hendon Hooker's done today. Josh Dobbs over there on the sideline. We talked about him.
They had the gray hat as Josh.
Yep.
The gray baseball hat. White jacket.
He's now a
Cleveland Brown. Yes, he is.
3rd down and 6.
Now the other way. We're going to go back. This is getting painful.
It is.
Offside, defense, number 94. Contact in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty.
Tyreek Sapp jumped in. The referee Scott Walker's talked so much today he's starting to lose his voice. So we're back to 3rd and 1.
If they measured it properly both directions, we're right back where we started.
Exactly. Oh,
No, not
good Lord.
again.
Come on.
All these fans are staying here and go, we didn't stay for this.
Yeah.
Delay of game. Defense, number 1. Using disconcerting trigger. 5-yard penalty.
Automatic first down.
Automatic first down. Brenton Cox was calling out signals trying to get Tennessee to jump. Instead, it costs them a first down. And Florida can only stop it one more time now.
Well, Billy Napier's team showed up. In the pregame interview with Jenny, he said, our team is going to go towards the fight. We're not going to back away. They have fought. Tennessee, I think, has the better team this year, don't you?
Yeah.
Florida had the tougher schedule to start off the year. They're 2-2.
Had the big win over Utah and the loss to Kentucky. And now it's going to be 0-2 in the SEC.
Tennessee comes back with a bye, then at LSU and then Alabama. Next 2 games.
Josh Heupel's got this part of the country pretty darn excited about these guys, and they should be.
The schedule's just starting for Tennessee. I mean, their crossover is Georgia. That's a tough crossover.
Approaching 2 minutes. Second down and 5. Using the clock. Winds down with 1 tick. They get it off to Small again for a yard or so. Coming up on the college football postgame show presented by Rocket Mortgage. Adam and Rick and BJ will bring you the day's best highlights from a busy day of college football. Some thrilling finishes. Some more upsets possibly in the making or maybe already have been made. This won't be considered an upset other than the Florida Gator fans who were hoping that it was going to go to 6 straight wins over the guys in orange. Tennessee is going to be 4-0 for the first time in 6 years. Their number 11 ranking certainly won't be shaken at all. Might even go up into the top 10. We'll have to wait and see what happens around the rest of college football. On a day that they checkered Neyland Stadium for only the 6th time, Tennessee's going to take its last timeout.
Tennessee. This is the 3rd and final timeout of the half.
The football team played the top 2 bell cows in Alabama and Georgia.
No gain on the play.
And this is where in the future the 12-team playoff would really be huge, right? For a team like Tennessee trying to earn their way back. Get back in the SEC with a quarterback. They needed him and he came through.
Hooker throws, going to be a little bit short of the first down. That's where we are, 38-27. But 1:11 to go. Richardson loads it, fires, got a man wide open at midfield, shorter. First down, Florida.
And gee, that crossing route took like 7 seconds. No pressure on him at all. Clear across the field from one side to the other to get that open. It's a 50-yard run.
28-yard pickup. Richardson now has that one tipped.
He had Shorter wide open on the in route. Remember, they need 2 scores, a field goal, a touchdown, and a 2-point play.
Mari Thomas got a hand on that, a big hand, I should say.
He was the one who forced a fumble on that play by Richardson earlier.
So still 54 seconds to work with. They got to score in a hurry and score again.
And an onside kick in between.
That's a lot to do in 54 seconds. Richardson steps up, going to throw to his safety valve over here on the near side. And Bowman's got a first down. But that took a few seconds as well. 42 seconds left.
Clock stops after the first down again. Gets across the line. Line up.
They got to hustle up to the ball here. Clock starts, and now they clock it to stop it at 39 seconds.
A 45-yard field goal from here. If they wanted to go field goal now and then have the Hail Marys at the end, your first game with us was a Hail Mary.
Yeah, it was. And that one was Felipe Franks with a 63-yard touchdown pass. That clock can't wind fast enough for Josh Heupel.
Well, they got to keep a pass or a play short of the first down was the goal for Tennessee.
Second down at 10. Another play fake. Richardson's got plenty of time. Still scanning the field. Sidearms it. He drilled it in. And they're down to the 3-yard line to Ricky Pearsall.
Well, you said it. Drill it in. They're going to go up and ground the ball again. They don't need 4 downs. That was between everybody, wasn't it?
Oh, they're going for it here. Look out. Can't kick a sack.
Yep.
Throw it away. That stops things. 21 seconds.
Tried to catch him napping, thinking there might be a clock play. Almost overthought it. Lucky to get rid of it.
Got pressure from Byron Young again. He hit him after he threw.
Neither team has a timeout left.
officials are going to take a timeout, I think.
There's the injured players on the ground.
Amari Thomas.
Yep. He's looking over to the bench. He'd like to come out of the game. And he says, I got no gas.
My tank
I got
is empty.
nothing. I got nothing. Now I'm going down.
Empty backfield. Richardson sets up, fires in the middle. He's got it. Touchdown. Ricky Pearsall, the guy that got him close.
And of course, because they went for 2 last time, they got to go for 2 now. Pearson, the slot, just goes in. Button hooks right there. Lets everybody go by him. Gets into the end zone. Nobody near him.
So a 71-yard march that took less than a minute. 3-yard touchdown pass by Anthony Richardson, and now they go for 2. Here with 17 seconds left. Down 5. Need this to make it a field goal game. Richardson throws incomplete. Tennessee stops the 2-point conversion.
Christian Charles, number 14, in coverage of the outside. Stays on the play. Could have been caught, but Charles is right there with his hand in the breadbasket of the receiver. Does he deflect it? Close enough, I'll tell you what. It would have been a tight, tough catch.
Yeah, sure would have
by
been.
Henderson. Now it's onside kick and Hail Mary.
Onside kick. Last chance for Florida right here. A high hop. Oh, and Florida's got it on the bounce. Black took it out of midair.
The question is, did it go 10 yards? It's really close.
Yes, it did.
Yep, right at the line, and it did bounce, so he can grab it.
Dewan Black, look at this play.
He can't advance it, but he can get it right there.
Wow. Play clock is expired.
Game clock operator, please place 16 seconds on the game clock.
Okay, that's what Gene
Original foul
told
for
us.
delay of game.
At the 47. Still a prayer remaining for Florida if they can do something in this last 16 seconds. They have no timeouts. Richardson throws, completes it to Shorter, who wisely got out of bounds.
Question is, now do you take 2 throws to the end zone, or you try to gain another 10 yards? That's what Billy Napier will be deciding. Because you could get 2 to the end zone in 11 seconds. You only need 1 second for the last one. The first one could take 10. The last one, you only need 1.
We know Richardson's got the arm. That's not a problem. And boy, has he used it well today. Set to throw again. And just out of the hands of Shorter.
And now there's only one, really, you could throw a 5-yard out, but really it's going to take a Hail Mary into the end zone. It's not easy to exercise those demons of this 1-16 record, is it?
Nope. It's down to this. Final play of the game. Richardson pressured. Throws at the last moment, and it's intercepted by the Volunteers. There will be no comeback.
And that's one more look at that last play, the Hail Mary. The word of the day was aggressive, and Tennessee stays aggressive by rushing 6. They blitz on the play. Only 5 men back. They're aggressive. They get to Richardson. They force the poor throw, and they take a game that got a little tighter than they thought.
Kamal Haddon with the interception that capped it.